Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another YouTube Mommy Meetup podcast. I am here with Amy at Dreamflight 6000. Amy, do you want to go ahead and say hello?
Hey, everybody.
And also, we have Kara here with us tonight. She was a guest before on the podcast, but Kara, it has been a while, so please go ahead and tell everybody where they can find your channel, where you're from, what you do on your channel. Go for it.
Hi, my name is Kara. I'm from Idaho. I'm a mother of 4, married to a farmer, and I daily vlog, and my channel is Kara's Life on the Farm, and Kara's with a C. And if you want to find it, you need to go to youtube.com/Kara Moon Lynn.
Excellent.
And we just do all sorts of stuff. It's mostly just my life, just vlogging, a little bit of cooking sometimes, and sewing projects, and gardening, and crafts, and child rearing.
And how many
I don't know
kids?
anything,
how many kids do you have?
Oh yeah, I have 4 kids. They are 17, 14, 8, and 4.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
Yep.
And we're going to
Sure.
talk. We're going to talk about the holidays. We just got off of the 2016 presidential election. If you're listening to this back in the future, election day was yesterday. So I know many people didn't get a lot of sleep last night, up late watching the results, but we are not talking about the election results at all. We are talking about the holidays, something fun, which maybe some of us really need tonight. So we're going to talk about Black Friday shopping and also just holiday shopping in general. And we have some questions from the YouTube Mommy Meetup Facebook group. So we're going to go ahead and get started, get right into those questions. And Amy, go ahead and read off the first question.
All right. So I have to just say, when I told my husband, Andy, that we had to hang out tonight, he said, "Are you guys talking about the election?" I said, "No." He's like, "Oh, that's good. It's about Black Friday." He's like, "Well, that's a good choice."
Maybe we should have. I don't know. Should we switch gears?
No, that's not.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Go ahead.
So Cindy sorry. Channel name, Dana. Cindy's what?
Mrs. Joyful Jones.
Yes, Mrs. Joyful Jones.
It's okay.
I watch all her videos too.
It was a late night last night, like I said.
It was. I am so tired. She asked, "What are your favorite stores to hit?"
Okay, that's a great question to start out. So first,
we should just say, first of all, who goes Black Friday shopping? Do we all go Black Friday shopping?
I do.
I do.
I used to, but ever since they moved the time back where it's all day, basically Thanksgiving, starting at like 6 o'clock, it's changed. I feel like it's not as good and the deals aren't as great, so I don't go quite as, I'm not as hardcore as I used to be.
Yeah, because I go Thursday night, Thanksgiving night. So, I mean, I consider that Black Friday shopping, but, it's Thanksgiving shopping, really. So, I don't know.
It's not the same as it used to be, but yeah, where do you guys go?
So we go. Go ahead, Kara.
Sorry, go.
No, you go, Kara.
Oh, you're a little bit delayed, so I can't tell. Okay, I'm sorry. We go to Lowe's and Home Depot and Harbor Freight. We have this local store in the Intermountain West called Cal Store. It's like a farm and ranch store. So we go there. Sometimes we'll hit Walmart. I try to stay away from Shopko because it's usually crazy town.
You have Shopko there? I grew up with Shopko.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah,
my brother loves to go there Black Friday shopping at Shopko. But man, the lines they wind all through the store. It's scary. But I'm trying to think any other places that we really go. Sometimes we'll hit Walmart after the fact, after all the donuts are gone, and there's only 2 pairs of pajamas left in the whole store or something like that. But I think those are the main places that we go. We get a lot of tools and stuff on Black Friday, which is kind of a weird thing, but it works.
Fun.
So,
well,
I'm out.
We go to Walmart. That's the main store that we go to. Electronics is basically the thing I'm looking for when we go shopping. And then Kohl's. We go clothing shopping at Kohl's.
Mm-hmm.
Amy?
Kohl's, I always go to Kohl's because they always have a free $10. Spend $10, get $10. So I always go to Kohl's, and they always have some really good deals. I got the chair I'm sitting in. These 2 stools. They're like a tall stools. I got those Black Friday. Really good deal. So Kohl's, and then there's a store called Herberger's. I don't know if you guys have that around there. I think other names are like Bergner's, but it's Herberger's where I'm from, and they have really good deals too.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I've never been to Herbert's. I've heard of it, but I've never been there.
I think when I hear other people talk about the store called Ross, we don't have Ross, but that's what I think in my head is I bet Ross is like Herberger's.
Yeah, I see some people in the chat. So I see Stephanie, hello, and Amber, Sanella. I see Sanella said, we don't have many stores, but you like drugstores, less foot traffic.
Do they even have deals at drugstores?
I guess so. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Walgreens, CVS?
Yeah.
I never even thought to go places like that.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. It's a good thing. There is less traffic there, I agree. Probably. All right, what's the next question?
Nina, she said, do you buy online or in stores or both?
I used to do that Cyber Monday. I used to hit that up hardcore when the babies were little babies and I couldn't get out to do any shopping. Then I liked to do Cyber Monday. And then I would think I did like Toys R Us and stuff. I just would go shopping on there. But I think now most online shopping is like all the time, like starting, I don't know if it's any cheaper on Black Friday really anymore online. I don't know, but I actually like going in the store. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun experience to go inside the store. I know people think that's crazy, but I think it's kind of like all the lights are up in the store and it just has like a holiday feel and I really enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun to go out and go shopping and especially, get a coffee and you go out with some, with your mom or with some friends. And so I like the experience of going into the store. It just gets me into that holiday spirit. So I don't know. Online shopping doesn't really do that, but obviously you get the sales. Do you guys do online shopping?
I don't. I'm not an online shopper.
Kara?
My husband does. He online shops a lot, and we've always got random packages showing up at the house.
Oh, we do
What is
too.
this?
Andy's an online shopper, but I am not an online shopper.
I like to feel the merchandise. I want to handle the merchandise, I think.
Mm-hmm. Every day we got Amazon Prime people dropping stuff off.
I know, us too.
I'm like, what? I text him, what's in this box? What's here now?
I think Amazon Prime makes it too easy. We don't have Amazon Prime, but then because with that free shipping, you could buy something every day.
It's free returns, which is really nice. So he can just throw it back in a box and send it back if it's not right.
That is nice. I see Sanella says Cyber Monday equals buy all the cloth diapers and Amazon deals.
Okay.
And Stephanie says, I love eBay.
Oh, do they have deals?
Yeah, Stephanie, do they have Black Friday deals on eBay? I bet they do. Okay.
All right. Next question is from Fun Cooking and More. She said, do you usually take your children with you when you go Black Friday shopping? If so, how do you go about it? No. That would take the fun out of it. Do you guys?
No, I don't take the kids. I agree. That would not be fun.
The long lines of all the people. That would be a circus.
Yeah. My oldest daughter came, we only really go every other year for some reason because every other year we go to my mom's house for Thanksgiving or John's mom's house. And my family gets really excited about Black Friday and they lay all the ads out on a big table and we're all talking about what we're going to get. So we get really pumped up about it. But when we have Thanksgiving out here, we don't do that. But so we did take Clarin one year and she talked me into getting a Magic Bullet blender. It was just an impulse purchase. I just picked it up and it has been the best thing ever. I love that thing. So sometimes it's good to take the kids, but I wouldn't take the little ones ever, until they're like a 12 years old probably.
Until they listen. Or do they even listen at 12? Yeah. I don't know. Is there hope?
I don't know. Well, and if they've got their own cell phone maybe, so if you lose them, you can find them or something. Because losing a kid in Walmart is not cool on Black Friday.
No, we used to take the kids on Black Friday, actually, but we weren't shopping. We were going to JCPenney's at the mall to get the Black Friday sale for the pictures, family pictures. And so we were doing that every year. And this year I don't want to do it because I just think it was getting too much with the kids on Black Friday. But we would go there because you could get the picture CD for like a crazy low price, like $40 or something. And you get all the pictures from your, no sitting fee. And plus you'd get the whole, all the pictures from your, I thought that it was a good deal, and you'd get it on the CD and, copyright law, rights and all that stuff. So we would take all the kids there on Black Friday to get that done. But now that we have 4 kids, I think it's I can't do it. I can't do it, Kara. I can't take all 4 kids to the mall. So it's too much.
You should only take 2. 2 kids at a time. That's it.
2 kids in the family photo. That's all we get.
There, yeah. You just Photoshop the other little heads in, I guess, later. Well, you've got twins. You only need to take one of the boys.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I love it. But so I don't want to take them anymore. I'd rather, especially not to Walmart. I would need one of those leashes, the child leashes, I think, on the kids to make sure I had a handle on them at all times because it's scary. But so no. All right, next question.
Savvy Serena asks, have you ever had a confrontation with someone over a particular item?
Kara, I bet you have. I don't know why. I think you have.
Do I look like a fighter? We were standing around a giant cube of Legos one time, and the Walmart employee was like slowly pretending like he was going to cut the cling wrap away from it. And we were all kind of going nuts and wanted to kill him, but we didn't. And I grabbed it and handed it to my daughter and grabbed another one, and we just took off so people couldn't grab them away from us. It was almost a confrontation, but we were fine. I'm pretty civil. I don't think I could fight anybody, actually.
Yeah, me neither. I think I would just start crying. I just don't think I could ever get into a fight because I just am not. I would immediately just like back down and probably hand over the item, or I just couldn't really fight it out for it. Amy, have you had any big fights over items?
No.
Jim would. I could see him doing it, though. He definitely would.
Jim fights with the cashier at the giant store.
He does. Every single week he has a fight with the manager.
Like, how about that guy again?
Yes. Yep. He doesn't care what anybody thinks at all. So.
Oh, that's a good way to be.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
All right, the Campbell fam. She said, do you stock up on things you need for next seasons or buy stuff you need now?
I just buy what I need now. Storage is a problem in my house. Do you guys stock up?
No.
We might buy like a year's supply of tape measures, if that makes any sense. Those rolling tape measures, because they get lost around our place. So, we might buy the limit of those, but... we don't stock up on decor or anything, or teacher gifts or
rolling
like
tape measures. They get lost at your house often. This is interesting. And you go to buy tools. I know you said that too on Black Friday. Tools and rolling tape measure. Why is that in such high demand at your house?
Well, the guys, they wear them on their pocket. They clip them to the pocket, so they always have the tape measure. And then they bend over and it falls off, and it falls down under something and gets stuck in concrete, or who knows. My brother does that more than my husband. He always gets the limit of tape measures if he can.
Okay. We are like that with real tape. Scotch tape in our house is in high demand. The kids use the tape like, there's no tomorrow, just taping everything, and they keep running out. I feel like I need to stock up on cases of Scotch tape.
And then hide it. You have to hide it somewhere.
Yes. Okay.
The Campbell fam, she also asked, do you camp out and try to be the first ones, or do you wait until most of the crowd has dispersed and settle it for what's left?
I've never sat in line. Have you guys? You did, Kara?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I can remember the year that Eli was born, so that was 2012. John and I went together. I brought him because I was nursing him, and I didn't want to leave him at home. And I actually just sat in the van the whole time, the whole morning. And John would go stand in the lines, and he'd stand there for quite a while, depending on what he needed. We just kind of do things in priority. Like, the top priority thing we want, that's what we stand in line for, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, we stood in line, or Andy stood in line at Best Buy back when digital cameras, the first digital cameras came out. That was
Yeah.
years ago, like 2000, I don't know, 6? I don't know what year it was.
Mhm.
But yeah, he stood in line with my brother to get our very first digital camera.
Can you
But
imagine? And now you
He'll
can
never do it
buy
again.
gumball machines. Yeah.
But no toys. I think my mom stood in line for Cabbage Patch dolls back in
Oh.
the
Oh,
day.
wow.
You know, like the very first Cabbage Patch dolls. I think she
I
stood
had
in
a
line.
fake one. I never had a real one.
Remember, people were like fighting over those
didn't
things
either.
at the store. I don't know what toy.
Probably why I had a fake one.
Like, I don't think people do that over specific toys anymore. Do they?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
There's
I
just
don't
so
think that
many
they're-
toys now, and yeah.
Yeah. And you can buy them online so easily, you know.
Yeah. So no. Wait, what was the question again? Do we stand in line?
Yeah.
I feel like camping out, right? No, I do go there
Yeah.
when we go to Walmart on Thanksgiving. We go right when it, like, you know, half an hour before the sale starts to go, like you said, Kara, to find the item that we want. I guess that's not camping out though. We kind of go like a half hour before the sale to get into position, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. But
Right. It's a
All
crazy
right.
thing. I don't know why. I don't know why we do it.
I think some people think it's fun though, like the iPhones. People
Yeah.
who go for the brand new iPhones when they stay in line, even though it's kind of pointless because you can get them. You know, you don't need to be in line. But I think they just enjoy the experience.
The camaraderie
Right.
of other crazy people.
Exactly.
The last question is from Cindy. I'll get it right this time, Miss Joyful Jones. And she asked, how do you feel about Thanksgiving evening sales?
I like it because you go right after you eat, and it's kind of a fun thing to go do, to walk off the turkey. It's like a turkey trot, you know? You have something to go do. But I think you don't like it, Amy, right? Because it's,
I don't. Because I think they should be with their families. I think those workers should be with their families. And it just messes up the whole fun of waking up at like 2 a.m. or whatever it used to be. It was, I don't know. And I feel like the sales aren't as good anymore since they have those evening sales.
And I can go either way. I mean, at some point I get kind of bored of being at Mom's house, so we all, you know, jump in the car, and we've only really, like, we went to Kmart one year and just bought some board games, I think, or something. And it's a good way to leave the kids home with the dads, you know, but I do feel, you know, I feel bad for the employees that have to be out there. You know, they'd rather be home with their families, I'm sure, or not. Maybe they don't like their families. Maybe they want to work.
And maybe they're
getting
even
a special
celebrate.
bonus. I don't know.
Yeah, they get paid
So,
extra, I
don't
think,
know.
time and a half probably, or double time to be working that holiday. So maybe they're excited to be able to get the hours in because they make a good extra chunk of change doing it. So could be a blessing to the workers potentially, you know, if they want to be working it. They might get paid a lot of extra money actually to work on that day. So I don't know.
I could go either way. It's America. We'll do whatever.
Well said.
Whatever the supply and demand wants, you know?
But I understand like what you're saying about the deals being not as great because of seems like everything's always on sale. So I don't know.
You have to be careful too, because sometimes right at Kohl's last year, right before, I like to go to Kohl's before Black Friday and scope out what prices are, so I know if it's even a good deal Black Friday.
Yeah.
And last year there was a lot of things actually that were more expensive than just the week prior. So you got to be careful with the prices.
Yeah.
We found one year at Home Depot they had a great deal on some tool that they wanted, but there was only one of them in the entire store.
Oh,
So,
nice.
some lucky guy got that tool, I guess. It was some drill or something. Anyway, some drill set. I don't know, something. And so sometimes they do that and they hide the TVs around the store and things. You know, there's lots of weird stuff going on.
Why would they hide it?
Yeah.
I don't know. They did that one year with a TV that we wanted, and you couldn't even find them. They were like in the baby department or something. There was just this random TV sitting there. It was really weird. Maybe that's just Idaho Walmart. It's weird.
Yeah, it's just Idaho.
Just Idaho. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Was that the last question, Amy? Okay. I wanted to ask a question about your plan of attack for Black Friday, and just not just for Black Friday, but for the overall holiday. Do you have like a set list for the kids and a set budget? So how do you go about just planning the whole holiday as far as your shopping? Do you get it all over with in the beginning, or those are a lot of questions at once. But so Amy, how do you go about your plan of attack for holiday shopping? Is it all at once or spread out? And do you have a list?
We don't give a whole lot. I mean, we don't do a whole lot of, I don't know, like I'm making bath bombs. I'm kind of doing my own stuff, and I make those Shutterfly books for like grandparents. So I do all that ahead of time. Like I have all those in my closet right now for gifts for all like the grandparents. And then we do a family picture, and I give those to like great grandparents. So I don't really go and buy a lot of stuff, I guess. So I don't really have a list or anything. Just whatever little things for the kids, maybe.
That's good. So you kind of have everything done already.
I do.
When did you finish it? Like a month ago? Months ago?
No, like I just made another bad batch of bath bombs, and I just went to Hobby Lobby and got the little things and put them in the little like Chinese containers, and I don't know. I just have enough stuff in my closet. The kids I still need to do, but that's kind of fun. I purposely leave the kids' stuff until like this time of year, like Christmas time, because I just think it's fun with the music on, and it's just the experience of it that I like at the stores.
How about you, Kara?
Well, when I was growing up, my dad didn't really do much to participate with the gift buying. So it was like all my mom. So I thought that was how it was supposed to be. I thought that's what moms did. So those first few years when we first had the young kids, I went nuts. I just bought everything. And John would come out and he'd be like, "What is all this stuff?" So later he said, "Let's work together on this." So we kind of sit down and make a list of things that we think the kids would like. And he and I always have different ideas for the kids, so we just kind of have to compromise on what we want to get for them. And we do try to kind of set a budget. Last year, we bought a used boat.
Oh my gosh,
like
cool.
It was a 1991 boat. And he was so excited about it. And he bought it down in Utah, and he brought it up, and we hid it back behind the bushes. Then we had a string, and anyway, so we didn't get very much that year, just the boat. And the kids were like, "Oh, yay, a boat." And then they all ran back inside. But anyway, so I have found that if I do too much shopping too early, then I tend to spend too much because I think, "Oh, I should get the kids this too. Oh, I should get this other thing." Or, "Oh, this looks good." So I do better if I wait a little bit longer. Anyway, but I'm kind of with Amy. I need to become a minimalist because I can't handle all this stuff anymore. So, yeah.
I agree with you. I'm glad you said that about how you will overspend if you buy too early, because I think I've done that some years where I tried to get prepared and buy stuff ahead of time, and then I might have forgotten that I bought certain things and I didn't know where I hid them, and then I lost the items, and then the kids want something different as it gets closer to Christmas, and they have their heart set on getting something that I did not buy, and then we're stuck saying, "Well, we have to get it because they really want that. It's the number one thing on their list." So then I might buy that. Plus we have those other items, and then so it's just kind of like we overspend especially with toys. But Amy, I know you said you buy them later, but like if I buy certain things too soon, then I'm overspending on everything. So I forget, I don't know where I put stuff and I lost it. So.
We live in a really small house, and we are minimalist, so I don't buy anything. Like if I see something super cute that I think is awesome, I won't buy it if I don't know where I'm going to put it. Like the kids have a Lego bin, they have a Imagine Next bin, they have, like the block bin. If it doesn't fit into one of those things, I just don't get it because it needs to have a place in my mind before I give it to them. So.
Do you have like a list for yourself that says like you made these bath bombs for these people, like to keep yourself organized?
I just know who's getting like the teachers and stuff, the piano teacher, and then I'll get maybe a little gift card with it or whatever.
Stephanie in the chat says that she's with you, Amy. I love DIY Christmas gifts. And then Sanella says we shop year round. We just got 1 to 5 things. That's it. And Minimalist Road is here. Yes, my kids change their lists weekly, so I wait until the week before. So yeah, that's hard when the kids change their mind when you get close to Christmas.
Everything that comes onto TV, I want that. I want that.
Right? Yes, it's the worst. Oh, I hate commercials. I hate them. And curse you, YouTube kids, because they see toys on there too that they want. Oh. So we do have like I've said in my video that I did recently this week, we have a budget for all the kids, and then I do have a list of certain things that we buy for. I don't know. I wanted to ask you guys this because we get gifts, or not gifts, but like gift cards for our mailman and also like our pest control guy.
I saw your video.
Yeah.
You give to like everybody.
I feel like I
you
have
could really
to
cut your budget and like really the pest guy.
Yes, because he comes 4 times a year and he comes in the house.
You pay him good money.
We do.
Not like
pay
he's
him.
your friend. Like
I don't know.
You call him up. Hey, how's it going?
What about your hairdresser? Do you give something to your hair?
Okay. I don't have a hairdresser.
I don't either. I don't either have a hairdresser, but if I had one, I would feel like I had to give the hairdresser something. I don't know. It's hard not to. I feel like, and I don't know. So we do have we have a long list, I guess, of people, and so I have the list.
Boss
yeah,
Andy was demanding to his boss.
I
know you were like listing all these things. I was like, oh my gosh, are we gonna like super Grinch because we're not giving anything to anybody?
Well, my boss is hard because like everybody else at work gives to my boss, so it's like if you don't, you're like the Scrooge that doesn't. Or sometimes at work it's hard because you don't even have a choice. Like when people go into group gifts, they just say you owe $30. Everybody give $30 or whatever it is, and you're like, what? But it's so hard to say no thanks, and then everybody else is like, they still put your name on the card, and then they just talk bad about you that you didn't give, and everybody else had to cover for you. Kind of
they
deal.
Still put your name on the card.
Yeah, like they still would like make it from you, and it's awkward. It's really awkward if you don't give.
That is awkward.
Yeah. So they're talking about baking in the chat. So baking something for your hairdresser would be a good idea. But I don't do. Yeah. I try to bake, but I'm not so good at it. So
I'm gonna try a new cookie for the cookie collab. I found one on Pinterest. So
good. We'll yay! The YouTube Mommy Meetup. We are doing a Christmas cookie collab. So if you haven't signed up yet, make sure you go and do that in the Facebook group. December 1st is the day. I know. I got to figure out what cookie. Kara,
don't nobody copy mine.
Right. Okay. I know. I don't know if I should put it I guess we should start adding what cookie we're making so that way it'll decrease duplicates.
Oh, but my clock is going.
Yay! I love it. I just love the clock.
You can switch it because it's like a mechanical one, so it's going 10 times right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Or because we're an hour.
Yes. Daylight save. Yes. Okay. Well, it's 10 o'clock for me.
We should have talked about that. That would have been a good topic. How it screws up with families and kids, and oh my gosh, it messes everything up.
Daylight savings time.
An hour of sleep extra, whatever.
Dairy cows.
Dairy cows, yes. Add that to the conversation for sure. I love that. Good. I would really like to hear about that. That sounds interesting. How do you adapt your dairy cows to the daylight savings time? I have no idea. All right, so
they just milk them a half an hour earlier.
Okay. My kids, it was seamless. Actually, they didn't have any trouble this time around with daylight savings time. So I don't know. Okay.
No, we had a hard time.
All right, so I guess that's it, right? So we're going to wrap it up. So perfect timing. We did this time. Excellent timing. So Kara, thank you so much for being a guest with us again. It's been too long. It's nice to have you back. And please,
it was so fun. Thank you so much.
Yes, again, say your channel.
Oh, my channel is Kara's Life on the Farm. So youtube.com/KaraMoonLynn.
Okay. Hey. And Amy, what's your channel? Tell everybody where they can go to find you.
I'm Dreamflight 6000 on YouTube, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. I think that's it.
Okay. And I am Miss Dana Ryan everywhere. That's MSDANARYAM. And thank you to everybody who joined us in the chat tonight. Really appreciate you hanging out with us. And we will talk to you for another YouTube Mommy Meetup. Hang out in a month and go into the Facebook group to join us for that cookie collab. for the holidays. Okay? All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks.